So this is the scene. You'll notice there are two green ones that have labels. There's a blue one here that has no label. If you press play up here at the top, may take a moment for it to start, but then you should see these green ones move. The blue one does not move. So I'm going to show you how you can control the features of these spheres. Press play again and it'll go back to the beginning. So over here on the left we have sphere 1 and another copy of sphere 1. These are identical in their properties. And then the blue one is sphere 2. Let's first change the properties of sphere 1. And the way you do that is to go down here. Make sure you have selected Project and then the folder called Prefabs. So prefabs are, as the name implies, pre-made objects that have certain properties, and you can control those properties from this screen right down here at the bottom. So I'm going to show you how to do two things with these prefabs. They happen to be sphere 1. So double click sphere 1. On the left you should see sphere 1. If you don't see anything below sphere 1, click this arrow and you'll be able to see there are some, they're called children of sphere 1. On the right are the properties that pertain to sphere 1, and yours may look like this, but you can expand any of these to see more detail by clicking the arrow. First thing we're going to do is change the look of sphere 1 and all copies of sphere 1. So go here to Mesh Renderer. Click it. And the material determines the color. Right now it's light green matter. If you click this circle with a dot, you'll see there are other choices. I have made a number of materials, different colors. So if you go back here on the bottom to Assets and look at this folder called Colors, which is Materials, that's the Unity term for this, you can see I've got a number of colors already there. If you want to make a new color, it is very simple. Let's make a new color. Doesn't matter which one you start with, but highlight one of them and click Control D to duplicate. Now this one, let's make it a different color, like purple. Purple matter. Okay, so here's purple matter. To change its color, look on the far upper right. Let's make it purple. You can see now purple matter exists in your library of colors. So if you wanted to, let's make these purple. Let's make these purple. So go now back to the prefab for sphere 1. Double clicking to bring up this menu. Now, instead of light green matter, let's make it purple. And you can see on my screen now, sphere 1s are purple. The other thing you may want to change is the label. You can see right now it says AR, and that is in this on the left, upper left, called the hierarchy. You can see there's something that says label for sphere 1. If you click it, then on the right you'll see this big blank space. You can give it a different name like neon, and then you have to save it. Control S, and now you can see they're labeled neon instead of argon. It's also possible to change the relative sizes of these spheres. So I'm on sphere 1. Over here on the right there's this thing for scale. So if I make it bigger, 1.6 instead of 1.3, then you can see they're bigger. And if you want them smaller, and they're smaller. If you make it too small, it may be hard to read the label. So if we go in the upper left hand corner, if you click this reverse caret, then we're back here to the scene. Sphere 2 is this blue one. So once again, go to your prefabs folder, prefabs here, and why don't you change sphere 2, double click to bring up its properties. You could change its color, you could change its label. So I encourage you to do that, and then we're ready to move on to the next instructional video.